Phil Parker, defensive coordinator at Iowa, was one of the finest coaches in the country, and he has an interesting way, I think, to defend RPOs. And I'd say this, if he can defend Minnesota's RPOs, especially that slant, Iowa win the game.
Viewer, hold on to your hat for this one now.
This is grad school.
This is awesome stuff. All right, here you go. Let's talk about gaps again. And this is an RPO team. They're going to run a bubble out here. Who's the quarterback reading? The walkout defender. He's already got width, so the quarterback's thinking, I'm giving this ball.
Right.
Okay? If this guy plays outside, this is going to be a big hit. Of course, Iowa's very good at this. They play him very heavy, we call that, and he's ultimately going to be in charge of the B gap.
Right.
He's going to be the A gap.
Right.
You'd think from film study that this cat would be the C gap, and he could still maybe pop that. See the wide splits?
Right.
So these two have made a call, some type of swap call.
Okay.
We're going to give him the D gap. He's going to insert off me and take the C gap.
Okay, but we're still reading the inside guy. So
this is what makes Iowa such a good team against the RPO when we face these guys, man.
Would you like to go to the board and explain all this?
I'd love that. All right, here we go. As we saw videotape, this is the read key in an RPO. Okay, out here, you're going to see the receiver is going to run a bubble. They can run slants. They can do a variety of different things. In our particular picture we just showed, we're going to run the bubble. The offense line is going to block the run. Quarterback's going to read this guy. If this guy triggers, quarterback could throw the ball. That's called an RPO.
Right.
If he stays out here, he's going to hand the ball. In this particular look, with the defensive end in the C gap, that's the C, that's the B, that's the A.
Right.
Okay? He's in the C gap. That means this linebacker would have the B gap. If he triggers, the quarterback reads him and throws the ball.
Right.
Okay? So someone has to be, they have to be gap sound. They're going to exchange the responsibility of these two guys. He's going to get into the B gap. That now gives the linebacker the C gap. However, with a deep safety and a wide split like you saw Penn State in the video we just showed, that guy still can't make the play. So here's where Phil Parker does a great job in their defensive staff. They're making a swap call. This is grad school.
Right.
Grad school 4-3 defense defending the RPO in zone coverage.
Okay.
All right. They're going to let him, because the D gap is out here. He is now going to play, because of the wide split, made a call to the nickel. He's the D gap player. Who's got the C gap?
The nickel.
The nickel.
Right.
The nickel now would on a run, as you saw right there, he's going to trigger. That's a misread for the quarterback. The quarterback's taught. You read him, he gets with, as you saw videotape, hand the ball off right here. Nickel comes down and hits the C gap. What's the risk of that? We said it earlier. If that's Chase Young, Nick Bosa, Joe Bosa, they're going to get paid to do what?
Rush the pass.
Rush the passer. You've lost your pass rush now. When you go in there, it's negated. So they want to keep them out here. That's why at Ohio State we played so much man coverage, because we didn't want to lose Chase Young or Nick Bosa or Joe, allow them to play outside. So to keep the numbers equated on defense, you're going to have to get someone in the B gap.
Right.
They slant and he's here. How do you equate numbers on offense? You have to read someone. They're not counting him. So they're going to take the C gap player out, read him, and then either throw or hand the ball off. This is where this adjustment comes in. Excellent adjustment. Now here's the risk. This is why you can't do it every time. Okay, the offense tackle blocks the end.
Right.
Okay, what's the nickel do?
He's got the C gap.
He's got C gap.
Right.
He comes out here on the bubble. He gets a lot of width. Who's got the middle of the field? That's where the chess match is. That's where the offense is going to say, okay, let's try this. So this is where you wonder what 50-year-old men do for 24 hours, I told you earlier. Watch a video all day Sunday and Monday. This is the chess match. RPO Minnesota, which is, they're excellent RPO, great skill. And then how does Iowa defend it?
I'll tell you, whoever wins that chess match wins the game.
And it's a big game. Iowa, Minnesota hasn't been that big for years.
Yeah.
This is going to be who's going to represent the West.
No doubt.